Kami cuba untuk mendapatkan pandangan dan juga perspektif yang pelbagai melihat kepada serangan Amerika Syarikat terhadap 3 kemudahan nuklear Iran ini, dan dalam masa sama dunia juga tertumpu kepada tindak balas ataupun apakah reaksi yang bakal diberikan oleh rakan ataupun kuasa-kuasa besar yang lain seperti Rusia, China dan sebagainya. Dan tengah hari tadi editor kanan kami Najib Aroff kini berada di Rusia, ada memberikan ulasannya, tapi dalam masa yang sama beliau kini ingin memberikan tumpuan ke atas serangan Amerika Syarikat ke atas Iran apabila Presiden Vladimir Putin sebelum ini telah pun memberi amaran kepada Amerika Syarikat untuk tidak campur tangan. Tapi dalam masa sama, bagaimanakah kita melihat kepada reaksi negara-negara teluk khususnya? Kita terus sahaja bersama dengan Najib Aroff dari Saint Petersburg, Rusia untuk kita mendapatkan analisis mendalam dan pelbagai ini.
Okey, baru 2 hari saja isu berkaitan dengan konflik Iran-Israel ini dimainkan dan juga dicakapkan di Saint Petersburg International Economic Forum 2025 ini. Presiden Vladimir Putin telah memberi kenyataan soal bagaimana untuk menghentikan konflik ini. Namun kita melihat hari ini Amerika Syarikat akhirnya membuat keputusan untuk menyerang 3 tapak kemudahan nuklear di Iran, dan ini mencetuskan kebimbangan, ketidaktentuan yang akan berlarutan. Bagaimana untuk kita melihat aspek ini, khususnya dalam konteks negara-negara teluk GCC sendiri yang mungkin mempunyai pandangan mereka dalam soal ini kerana mereka mungkin mempunyai musuh yang sama, tapi pada masa sama mereka juga secara dalaman agak berpecah dalam konteks Iran itu sendiri. Saya bersama dengan Amrul Yahya, iaitu penulis, wartawan untuk diplomasi dan juga internal affairs dari Egypt, Mesir sendiri, bersama dengan kita pada ketika ini. Amrul, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So today, US finally dropped bombs at the 3 nuclear facility sites in Iran.
Yes.
What do you make of it in terms of the escalation that's currently happening in Iran?
Actually, we are witnessing the region, witnessing escalation since 3 years now, since the aggression of Israel to Palestine and Gaza Strip, and now we see more escalation regarding Iranian nuclear program, regarding Iran in general. Now, U.S. intervening in the conflict by bombing the nuclear facilities, Iranian nuclear facilities, which means a new deterioration in the situation in the region, destabilizing the situation and the international peace as well. Because we all know that targeting a nuclear facilities will threat the international peace, the international regime. And also we noticed that a few days ago Russia gave a clear threat to U.S. that giving military direct aid to bomb Iran, it will be a clear threat to the international peace. Now we see U.S. directly bombing the nuclear facilities, which is escalation, which is a lot of threat, which is making the region hot on the edge, and it's a very critical situation for all the countries in the region. Not only about Iran, you know, it's not only about Iran. It's about a country that Israel is threatening the whole region, countries threatening Arab countries, threatening before Syria, Lebanon, Palestine. You know, even it's a threat for the Egyptian national security as well.
Let's look at the GCC point of view, the country in GCC. What are their thoughts about this escalation on Iran? Because we previously, I mean months before, we've heard from Saudi Arabia that Iran should not have a nuclear weapon, one thing, the statement, and then from other countries as well. But when it comes to escalation from Israel towards Iran and US towards Iran, how do you think the GCC country, Egypt maybe, and Saudi Arabia as well, think about this escalation?
Generally speaking, the GCC countries were having some conflicts with the Iranian regime regarding the stability of the Gulf region, in regard to this ideology issues and regarding the regime instabilities in the Gulf. But nowadays, I think no Gulf countries would claim or would be happy with such a military confrontations, because it destabilized the whole region, and many times even the summits, the Arab summits and so on, targeting to have talks, peace talks, having negotiations regarding the nuclear Iranian program, regarding, so it's things should be settled throughout peaceful negotiation discussions. And the GCC country is having a clear situation that it's not welcoming a nuclear program in Iran, even being a peaceful country with their neighbor countries. But I don't think that they would like, or they would not at least welcome, this kind of military aggression. Egypt has a clear stance and it condemns the aggression of Israel to Iranian program and nuclear facilities. So far, until we're having this record, so far the Egyptian Foreign Ministry did not announce about the U.S. stance toward striking the nuclear program. But generally speaking, also Egypt tend to have things settled by peaceful negotiations, by peaceful talks. This is our foreign policy. We don't need any escalation, any military escalation in the region, because it's also not about the region. As we're saying now, things are escalating. We will have allies. Things will come to align, like China, you know. So a lot of fears, I think, in the region. Hopefully that things will get settled, people get back to negotiations throughout international organization, throughout discussions.
I want to talk about if the escalation going further, if Iran, finally makes the decision to close the Hormuz Straits, what will happen to the GCC countries in terms of trade and to the impact towards the global economy as well?
In this regard, as I mentioned, that this stability in the region is not in the favor of any country, economically wise, politically wise. International trade will be affected, the logistics, the shipping, the rates, and so on. And as we saw in the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, that the whole world affected by this regional conflict, also it will be, because Iran and this Hormuz, it's affecting the whole, it will affect the whole international trade. It will affect the stability as well. It will affect economy developments. So hopefully that there will people, as I said, get back to the negotiations and start to think wisely about peace talks, about negotiations, about settling the issues. Because now we're seeing a clear aggression against a sovereign country, against an independent country, which is not required anymore in the new world.
Right. Amir, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you.
Kita akan membawakan perkembangan lebih lanjut, khususnya apabila kita bergerak ke China nanti untuk melihat isu ini juga menjadi tumpuan utama selepas ini.